something's been up with Dion, as we all know, for weeks and months. He's been at the crib, as he said, and he's been out of the mix. And I was hearing a lot of stuff about, his health and whatever, and just like everyone else. So I'm sure he won't mind me saying this, but, middle of June, I checked in on him. I sent him a text, checking in and sending my love. He wrote back on June 11th, "I'm good, my humble host. God has me covered like a young prime in Atlanta." So
that's lockdown, right?
That's
there.
lockdown,
That's lockdown,
right?
yeah.
And
Lockdown.
he's got a sense of humor about him. So I'm like, all's got to be good. And then he announced he's having a press conference with his medical team today in Colorado, and prefaced it with a video on his Instagram page dated in early May of him saying that it was rough 2-day period because he was filling out a will. I'm like, that got me scared. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And we found out today, pretty darn serious. He had bladder cancer. He had his bladder removed and apparently a new bladder created for him. And but they are saying he is through that looking glass right now and cancer-free, thank God. Janet Kukraja is the director of urological oncology at UC Health there in Colorado. Sitting to Dion's right, had this to say.
We performed a full robot-assisted laparoscopic bladder removal and creation of a new bladder, and I am pleased to report that the results from the surgery are that he is cured from the cancer.
You can clap, it's okay. You were such a blessing, guiding me to, taking me through, verbalizing every darn detail so that I could make an educated decision, which some didn't want me to go that way. They wanted me to go the other way. Mm-hmm. But I trusted and believed in you 100%. And the process wasn't easy. Just like it was some scenes that you saw, all the bull junk that transpired on draft day. It wasn't just that. It was just I knew as well I had a surgery coming up. My sons to this day don't know what transpired. I just told them something with my foot, again, because I wanted them to focus on making the team and not focused on dad. So they really don't know. My daughters do. And this joker right here, much love to my son, Junior, everybody, get checked out. Because if it wasn't for me getting tested for something else, they wouldn't have stumbled up on this. And make sure you go to get the right care, because without wonderful people like this, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today, because it grew so expeditiously, I could say. But please get yourself checked out.
Wow.
He also mentioned that the procedure to remove his bladder and create a new one, can you imagine?
I mean, that's
was his 14th surgery since 2021. And how he's had more surgeries after his playing career than he did during his playing career. Everything going on with his foot and his toes, which is apparently the cover that he was telling his own children about. Jeez.
Yeah, said he told his daughters they were up to speed on everything that was happening, but his sons...
Going through the pre-draft process and the draft process.
Yeah, he just told them something else with my foot. It's fine. It's
God,
fine.
that's what was going on, too, while he was going through the draft process. And by that, we all know what was going on with Shador. The pranking and all that crazy-ass stuff.
Wow.
What's the road to recovery looking like? By the way, each soundbite apparently, from what Mike Hoskins, our coordinating producer, is telling me, gets more and more blunt. Road to recovery, prognosis for Dion.
Slowly but surely, I built myself back up to where I'm able, I'm strong, I'm ready. I'm still probably about 12 pounds down. I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna fill these overalls up like no other. But it has been a tremendous journey, and I'm truly thankful that God is so good. God is so good. You have no idea. You have no idea how good God has been to me for me to be here. You have no idea. Thank you. Thank you both for everything.
This was primary care, and I imagine the physician and the surgeon, the director of urological oncology, who took out his bladder and created a new one. And in typical Prime fashion, sharing, potentially oversharing, about what he's currently going through.
Like, it's a whole life change. Like, I can't, and I'm gonna be transparent, I can't pee like I used to pee. It's totally different. I depend on depend. You know, if you know what I mean. I truly depend on depend. Like, I cannot control my bladder. So I get up to go to the bathroom already 4 or 5 times a night. But then I'm sitting up there waking up, you know, like my grandson. We in the same thing. You know, we got the same problem right now. We going through the same trials and tribulations. We're trying to see who has the heaviest bag at the end of the night. Like, it's ridiculous. But I'm making a joke out of it, but it's real. Like, it is real, it is real, it is real. So if you see porta potty on the sideline, it's real, okay? I'm just telling you right now, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see the practice, you're gonna see one, because it is unbelievable. Like, dozing off and waking up, first thing I'm grabbing my crotch to see if I peed on myself. And it's just totally different. And I know there's a lot of people out there going through what I'm going through and dealing with what I'm dealing with. And let's stop being ashamed of it. And let's deal with it. And let's deal with it head on.
And that starts with getting checked out. If I can bring it all full circle from what I'm picking up about what Dion's putting down right here is get checked out. Do not be prideful. So many of folks, certainly men of this age, get prideful. I'm not going to see a doctor. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to talk about what's going on with me in such stark terms in front of a microphone. God bless Dion, man. He is one of one. One of one. Truly one of my favorites. I had no earthly idea. But apparently he is through it, and he's dealing with it, and he's being honest about it, and he's trying to be a leader about it, and now he's going to have to be a coach about it. Can you imagine this is what year 3 for him up there is, just in terms of the football aspect of things and how he's going to be coaching, and during games you'll be seeing him. Maybe he's got to go handle his business. Another new business decision for Prime, you know? And it's true. It's true what's going on with him. I had no earthly idea. I send my love to you, Prime, as you know. And I'm glad that the Lord is, in fact, covering you like a young Prime in Atlanta.
A young Prime.
That's when I knew things were all somewhat okay, that he's joking like that.
Yeah.
But also you did the right thing. You know, you always hear this saying go around, especially with men, like, check in on your friends.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And,
yeah.
And you did that, and you reached out. Because a lot of times we don't, you know, we're like, oh, they'll be all right.
Right.
You know?
Well, just like most guys like me who are lucky, a lot of that it's also saying, Susie's like, you check in on him or what? Check in on him. Because, you know, guys don't want to check in on other guys if they're sick sometimes. And it's stupid and it's pig-headed, you know?
Yeah.
But Susie's like, you should check in on him. I'm like, okay. She'll like, do it now. And I'm like, come on now. I'll do it. I don't know if you have these conversations with Sarah. You may not, you may or may not, but these are the conversations I have. And
This is a little more direct.
I know that, right? She's definitely more direct. Right. This is the guy that once upon a time keeps on asking how she is and if I've cut the mattress off her back because he had so many children.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well, that's Dion.
That's Dion. That is Dion.
But he says it with love.
That's my relationship with Dion Primetime Sanders.
That's how you know you're tight.
Well,
Yeah.
Glad to see you back, Prime.
Yeah,
Love you.
man.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.